Good day guys, welcome to another one of our online sessions. Today we're going to do a bit of a core session, activating a lot of the hip flexors. And for the warm-up, what we can do is, we're going to work in minute intervals. You can do about 2 rounds and it should get the legs and the shoulders quite nice and warm. So to start off, you'll just do normal skipping. If you haven't got a rope, it doesn't matter. Really try and push off the calves, off the toes to activate the calves, and you'll do that for about a minute long. After you've done your skipping, you're going to go straight into jumping jacks, and with that, again, pushing off the toes, activating the calves for a minute long. From there, you're going to give me crisscross lunges. This should get the glutes nice and warm. From there, straight into the crisscross lunges again. Try and get as many as you can in the 1 minute. After that, we're going to get into the upper body. You can give me 10 push-ups. After 10 push-ups, fall onto the knees, give me 10 side raises. After 10 side raises, you're going to give me 9 push-ups into 9 side raises. See how far you can get, going from 10 all the way down to 1. If you have got a strong chest and nice strong shoulders, you can work your way from 1 up to 10 again. After that, the body should be nice and warm. Cool. Okay guys, for this session, we're going to do 6 exercises. We're going to do them in 3 rounds and 2 exercises at a time. So you'll do one, take a slight breather, do the next one. You'll do that 3 times and then we'll move on and move on. For the first one, we are going to do single leg raises, or not single leg raises, just normal leg raises. And after that, we're going to do bicycle crunches for a minute each, taking about 10 to 20 seconds break, then doing the second exercise, giving it 3 rounds. For the next exercises, we're going to do a single leg jackknife for a minute, as long as you can. If you can't do them nice and fast, slower is better, keeping the muscles under tension. And straight after that, you're going to give me Russian twists. For the last exercise, you're really going to get the hip flexors burning, the lower abs nice and warm, is just a nice isometric hold of leg raises. This you can try and do for as long as you can. If you want to do it for minute intervals, you're more than welcome. But with this one, we really want to try and push the hip flexors and lower abs to fatigue. And then for the last exercise, it's a bit of a full body stabilizing movement. The core should stay nice and tight. The legs will burn, shoulders should activate, as well as the tummy. So you're going to get up, you're going to have your knees underneath your hips, hands underneath your shoulders, and you will hold that for about a minute. If you would like to go for longer, you're more than welcome. So just from the side, knees underneath the hips, back nice and straight, hands under the shoulders, and keep it nice and strong. Awesome, and that'll be the core session for today. Yeah, awesome guys. Once you've done your workout, your core session, we're going to just end off with a bit of a cool down, a little bit of stretching. We did activate the hip flexors quite a bit, the lower abs. So what we can do is get into a lunging position, put the back leg on the ground, stretch out the front heel, and just to stretch the hip flexor and the upper quad, we're going to lean forward. You should feel it pull quite nicely in the hip. If you don't, straighten up, lift your one arm right up, and you should feel it pull right into the abs. Do that for about 30 seconds to a minute, and same thing on the other side. Pushing the hips forward, you should feel the hip flexors stretching nicely. For the next stretch, just to get the glutes nice and loose, simply just put your one leg over the other, hugging your left knee to your right shoulder, or right knee to your left shoulder. Hug it nice and tight. You should feel the glute stretch. And if you don't, sit right up and hug tighter. You will get a nice feeling there. Straight after these, just to get more into the hip rather than the glutes, you can put the one leg on top of the other leg, put one hand on top of the knee, other hand underneath the ankle, and push down and pull up. So you're pulling up by the ankle, pushing down on the knee, and you'll feel a really good stretch in the hip itself. 30 seconds to a minute and swap sides. Awesome, I hope you had a great one. Enjoy.